So I was out doing maintenance on the Leviathan today. Took a shovel and smoothed out the landing a little bit because it was a bit off camber. But it had been raining for the last couple days, and so the normal entrance from the north, because you would normally run this in the same direction as West Rim from north to south, but the normal entrance being on the north side had a fair amount of moss on the rocks, was pretty slippery, and of course that entrance is also a little steeper. So I took this opportunity to run it from the south to the north. The south side gets a lot more sun, the rock was dry and with no moss, so as you can see I went up pretty easily. I believe this is the first time the Leviathan has ever been run backwards, since I was also I believe the first one to ever do the Leviathan at all, since there's never been any tire marks or broken rock on it. So it's a great new obstacle. I figure it's a 8 rated obstacle, and so talking with the organizers of the Winter 4x4 Jamboree, it would not be an appropriate obstacle for the normal West Rim Trail. However, the Fault Line Trail is an 8 rated trail and also uses that same part of the West Rim Trail. So I believe there's a good chance this obstacle, the Leviathan, will be included in the January 2020 Winter 4x4 Jamboree as part of the Fault Line Trail. So there's really kind of two sections to the Leviathan. There's that south table and then the north table here, and the little transition in between. The transition's also some pretty fun little steps. So one thing I discovered running it backwards, as you approach the drop on the north side here, you have virtually no visibility. So the video actually transitions here because I'd gotten out, to take a look, since I really couldn't see where I was going at all, and started feeling my way down after getting a little bit better oriented, having gotten out and looked at it. So as I initially approached the drop here, it felt like maybe I wasn't far enough to the left. So as I start to go down here, I feel myself, the passenger side, kind of dropping a little bit more than I wanted. So I backed up and put it a little bit more to the driver's side here.
Well, I like to think this is the place, but it's feeling like a little bit tilty to the passenger side.
So you can see the north face is steeper and longer than that south face. Although that south face also makes for both a good climb and a fun drop.
Okay, push your butt up, everybody.
So being a little more slippery here, you'll see I get about halfway down and the tires are mostly locked, and I slide that last 5 or 6 feet down. But it was a nice smooth slide, and because the rock is pretty flat there, and a great run. So after I did this, I also did run it north to south.